referee is good. I mean, he is definitely, Sam Williams is definitely in charge of this guy.
He almost has the stare of a challenger or champion himself.
Look at his belt. He looks like he's gonna fight him.
Round 2, Bernard Hopkins in the black with a gold trim. Multicolored with the country of Ecuador, belongs to their hometown, Segundo Mercado. He actually trained in a military school here in the Quito area. That's his association with a general who was killed in the helicopter accident several weeks ago. And really felt he needed that isolation to get himself ready for this fight, with all the distractions that are surrounding him as they are now.
Well, his main distraction is the executioner, Bernard Hopkins, who is curiously not fighting with the stamina and strength of the first round. He looked like he was going to take command. Now he's boxing. Just the opposite of what his corner tried to tell him. Stay in his face. Keep throwing those punches. Now he didn't stay in his face. He's back here boxing. Letting Mercado get himself together and try to take command of a round.
As we brought to your attention, in an earlier fight, Frankie Lyles kind of lived in the shadow of some of the other great amateurs despite winning a couple of national titles. Speaking of lack of amateur respect, it was Hopkins did most of his fighting, he said, on the streets of Philadelphia. I don't know if he won or lost all those. I'm not sure.
I think he won them because he's here. The people have lost. They're not around anymore.
Tough way to learn your skills. Said he went the wrong way, but at the age of 16 got his life squared around. Goes back into his neighborhoods in Philadelphia, works with the youngsters, and he lands a good right hand on Mercado, brings some blood to the right nostril.
Mercado trying to do some boxing here. Landed some good shots. Neither one of them have really taken command of this round. It's very strange that they both start out so hard and then they've slowed down to what should have been the first round. This is what the first round should look like.
With left hand on the inside, Hopkins on Mercado coming after him.
Mercado too far away. Mercado, when he comes in, by the time he lands his blow, he's ready for a counter punch, and that's exactly what Bernard Hopkins is doing. He waits for him to throw, and then he can get it for a counter punch. He's got to close the distance, and he's got to punch with both hands, as Mercado.
Under a half a minute to go in the second round. Hopkins again, not as active as he was in round 1, but again, picking his opportunities very carefully and doing a good job of it in the second round as Mercado tries to pick up the pace again here in this round.
But from too far away, by the time he gets there, the other guy's either gone or a counter punch is coming out of it. He's got to cut that distance, and he just has not been able to get the range yet. As Bernard Hopkins did the first round. Now that's a nothing round. It's hard to figure out who gets that one.
Further, we're going to head into the Ecuadorian corner here and see exactly what their posture might be after the first 2 rounds.
He's mainly being told to punch with more force, to close the distance, and to go to the body. Those are 3 things that they have repeated over and over again. Let's see if he punches with more steam.
Round 3 of this 12-rounder. Again, Hopkins not having his mouthpiece in. Sam Williams literally falling off Mercado's chase across the ring.
Gentlemen, the thing to do.
Now, Ferdy, the big question. Obviously, they want him to punch more and be a little bit more active. But how does he close?
Oh, he just got hit.
He hit him. Down he goes.
He got hit just as he started to come in.
Sam Williams is rolling in a slip.
The referee didn't see it, and he got hit just as he came in, and he's got no legs under him now. Get the head. He's looking at his corner. Wow.
So Hopkins again with a good right hand. Mercado's down, and now he's trying to run for more damage. Another right hand, right in the back of the ear.
Hopkins has landed dynamite. Every time he's hit that big hand, he's hurt him somewhere. Look, he's looking for that hand now.
Good combination by Hopkins again. Backpedals Mercado. You talk about a bad way to try to cut the distance when a guy hits you that solidly. You don't want to get in close.
Yeah, now you need distance between you. But Hopkins steps in your front yard and says, okay, now comes the bad move. Out comes the mouthpiece. Mercado in trouble again.
Hopkins just pulling his way onto the ropes.
The referee tries to stop, and Hopkins gets in a sneaky punch.
And they're going to replace the mouthpiece, stopping the time. They'll wash it off and put it back in here in this third round.
And Mercado's not walking straight. And he's jerking, he's walking.
Sam Williams again, very much wanting to be in control. Make sure they're both in the neutral corner before he enters the box again. And here comes Hopkins.
Hopkins is a killer punching machine. He needs every one of those punches to do damage.
Hopkins weighing in at 157, 158 for Mercado. Mercado enjoying a 2-inch height advantage and a slight reach advantage, but the punching power right now belongs to Bernard Hopkins. There's that good left hook that he throws back.
He throws as a counterpunch. When the guy just lunges in, he waits just at the right moment and times off another counterpunch.
Mercado again, you see, hasn't closed any distance after Hopkins blocked him early on. Got him with a good solid punch, but again, as Mercado went down, there was a slip from Mercado. Trying to answer near the end of the round. Here comes Hopkins with a good combination to fight off the rope. Under a half a minute to go in the round. Good right uppercut by Mercado as Hopkins walked in with a couple of punches to the rope.
He's cutting loose with everything he's got. There's a lot of desperation in those punches with Mercado. This fight is getting out of his control. He's getting hit by very hard shots.
And the bell ends, round 3. Well, Bruce and Bobby watching this one back in New York, gentlemen. Looks like this one's lining up to be a war.
Well, welcome back to Control Central in New York City, everyone. Bruce back along with Bobby Ches. And Bobby, you think it's a case of jitters in his first championship fight for Mercado?
Well, we know that Hopkins said he had the first fight jitters when he fought Roy Jones Jr. He came out like an animal in the first round, maybe to do just that to his opponent and maybe get Mercado a little flustered. Seems to be doing the job.
It was called a slip. Was it a slip or was it a knockdown in that third round, Bobby?
Well, we'll take a look at the instant replay, and as you watch it, he's coming in. They told him to close the gap a little bit, and it's coming up right here, right hand. It's, you know, it's not really a clean knockdown. As you look at it closely, although he looks like he's a little doing a Leon Earl, if you will, a little wobbly leg, he didn't hit him clean. They grappled. He kind of pulled him with his right hand. That's a really iffy call. I think no knockdown would have been clean enough.
You like Hopkins' aggressiveness?
Oh, right now he's doing a great job.
All right, let's go back to ringside in Quito.
Well, we can only tell you in person it happened right in front of us, and that was a nice, clean knockdown here. I don't know what the camera shows, but here, and not only that, but he got up on very wobbly legs.